Running a business is hard work. Building your website shouldn't be. With Wix, you can express your ideas, give direction, then leave the heavy lifting to AI. From site creation to branded content and images. Have fun with the details. Customize what you want the way you want. And manage your whole business from a centralized dashboard with expert AI tools. Build, scale, and enjoy the incredible results. You can do it all yourself on Wix.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.
Welcome back into another episode of the Daft on Draft podcast, and today we've got a mailbag. So we've scoured my Discord channel again. To become a member of the Discord channel, all you have to do is have a free subscription to the Daft on Draft Substack, daftondraft.football, and the invite code will be in that introductory email. We've gone to Dalton's Discord and we've gone to social media as well. So we've got a good handful of questions here. A lot of fun ones, probably half football, half not football. So it's going to be a fun episode. But we're going to roll into that with Dalton. Dalton, happy Wednesday evening to you. I've lost track of what day it is here.
Yeah, I stopped tracking days of the week a long time ago. If I'm on an asynchronous workout split, the day of the week does not matter to me whatsoever at this point. And so, is it Wednesday? I don't even pay attention.
You got to come up with your own metric of time.
Yes, I am on my own metric of time.
Did you watch The League on Fox back in the day? It's like a Taco Standard Time. It comes up with Taco Standard Time. You're gonna have your own time zone.
Love Taco.
Although we need our own time zone just to sync up, just to come up with one number instead of saying 3 and 5 or midnight and 5 a.m.
Yeah. Midnight and 5. Yeah, you're right.
So funny. But again, if you missed it this week, we went over Notre Dame offense and defense 2026 prospects, summer scouting. Some cool stuff up on the Substack. Dalton's always got stuff going down in his Patreon as well, NFL film-wise.
I got Ty Pennington up now.
Who?
Ty Pennington, quarterback, Northern Arizona. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
All right.
I get suggestions, and I put them in.
Ty Pennington, Northern Arizona. I love it. All right, so we decided to do a fun one. Half football, half not serious. Let's start off with a not serious one. This is from Jared Feinberg. This came from my Discord channel. Again, if you don't follow Jared does a lot of work on the Panthers and NFL draft stuff as well. He's been around the draft community for a long time. What is the best fast food chain appetizer, and why is it the Blooming Onion from Outback Steakhouse?
Well, it's not. So we can just start there. It's not. Listen, the bloomin' onion is one of the OGs.
I do love a good onion petal.
And it absolutely deserves recognition as one of the top appetizers.
Mm-hmm.
But when you give me the opportunity to get a triple dipper from Chili's, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. But if we want to go just with one appetizer, I would still go with the skillet queso from Chili's. Also, what about the Cheddar Bay biscuits?
I was going to bring it up. I was going to bring up the Red Lobster biscuits.
The Cheddar Bay biscuits I mean, between the Cheddar Bay biscuits and the queso, I think is right there for 1 and 2. I say that I'm just to the point in my life now where I mostly avoid fried foods anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So like a bloomin' onion, if I'm going to waste fried calories, it's going to be on some damn good fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Or a fried Twinkie or a fried Oreo at the fair.
Yeah.
Like a bloomin' onion, awesome. But it's just or calamari. Give me some fried calamari all day. But bloomin' onion, definitely up there. But for that reason, I have to disagree with Jared.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of like the appetizer breads, like the Olive Garden breadsticks, the Red Lobster biscuits.
Well, I see that's covert. That's covert. That's not an appetizer.
Okay. Or even
they're not
like
appetizers. There's like because
fair.
if you're saying that, then it's the bread at Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse, the apple butter.
Yeah. Disgusting. It's just so good. I could eat my weight in that.
Yeah, a sneaky bread appetizers though is Fazoli's breadsticks, just because they are just like drenched in salt and butter.
Yeah, I don't know what Fazoli's is.
Oh, it's like a fast food-ish Italian food. So like,
interesting.
Yeah, it's not great quality.
Pasta to go.
Yeah, not great quality, but their breadsticks are something else. We used to do that when I was running track in high school. We would go to Fazoli's on like Wednesdays or whatever. They used to have a day where they had unlimited breadsticks, and we'd go that day after track practice. That was a solid first question here to get us going here. I appreciate JP Acosta, SB Nation's JP Acosta. He always drops the most ridiculous, creative mailbag questions for us to cover here, and he's got another one this week, so shout out JP. What college football mascot? So I'm interpreting this not the logo itself, but it has to be a legitimate college football mascot, right? Like in the Discord, people were talking about like, well, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. But like Tulsa doesn't have a mascot; that's their logo. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like it's got to be a mascot. What college football mascot would make the best NFL draft prospect? I've got a good answer for this.
Who's the one that does the push-ups?
Cosmo the Cougar, BYU.
Is that Cosmo the Cougar?
Yeah. Cosmo the Cougar all day, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Be a good one. I am partial to the Sun Devil, though.
Sparky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like Cosmo the Cougar, you get into basketball season too, and he's doing some crazy freaking dunks off the trampolines and like.
Yeah, he's
almost
athlete.
A stunt double. Yeah, he's like a stunt.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
He's an Evel Knievel type. But the table push-ups is the most impressive. On the stacked tables,
those are dope.
He's like going up and up and up. Yeah, like it doesn't get better than that.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
The funniest ones, who would be the funniest to see do a combine? I think Otto the Orange from Syracuse.
Oh yeah.
The Stanford Tree. And then what's the name of he's got a name. I gotta look it up. The big red blob from Western Kentucky.
Sneaky good one. The Nittany Lion.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Dude, he's athletic as hell too.
He is. Big Red. That's the Western Kentucky mascot that eats people.
Yeah.
Big red blob that eats people. That would be a fun one too. But I think I'm sticking Cosmo the Cougar. I think Cosmo the Cougar probably.
I'll go with Nittany Lion.
Okay.
I'll change it up. We'll go with Cougars and Lions.
There we go. Bevo, a literal longhorn, a literal livestock.
Terrible 3-cone.
Yeah, that's true. Terrible 3-cone. All right. Again, from my Discord. Again, you can get into the Discord by just being a free subscriber to the Daft on Draft Substack. Which one is most likely to happen in the 2026 NFL draft? So we get a legitimate NFL draft question here. 1, Caleb Downs is a top 5 pick. 2, Jeremiah Love is a top 10 pick. Or 3, 5 QBs are selected in round 1. It's not 3.
I hope it's not 3.
So in order for it to be 3, it would the stars would have to align like in 2024, where a bunch of old ass seniors took leaps in their final season of college football. Because again, young guys don't have the incentive. And then like obviously Drake May and Caleb Williams, everybody knew from Jump Street.
Yeah, from day one.
Jaden Daniels, 5th year. Bo Nix, 5th year. Michael Penix, 6th year, 5th year, 6th year. JJ McCarthy was a 3rd year, so that one was not in the, and he could have gone back, right? But even then was before like quarterbacks making $4 million, $5 million. Carson Beck is making $6 million to play college football this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's before that. Even though it was 2 years ago, and I don't see the upper echelon of redshirt seniors, redshirt juniors, true seniors this year to like really make me think that we're going to see 5 quarterbacks taken out of the first round, or even high end juniors. I think there are some high end juniors, but how many are going to take that like NFL ready leap? And it might be 1, it might be 2. I think 5 in the first round is very unlikely.
I agree. I think it's got to be number 2.
Jeremiah Love is a top 10 pick.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Love being a top 10 pick because I can't see Downs being a top 5 selection playing safety.
Kyle Hamilton wasn't a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton's the best safety we've seen in how long?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Jamal Adams is the last safety to go top 5. Is Jamal Adams the last safety to go top 10?
I think so, yeah.
That was 2017. So nearing a decade since then. Yeah. I think Jeremiah Love going top 10 is most likely as well, because again, it seems like the pendulum of the NFL is swinging back that way, right? Teams are getting back to establishing it. Ashton Jeanty just went top 5. Jeremiah Love is going to have, I think, not similar production because Ashton Jeanty was literally a workhorse in a G4 program, right? And like Power 4 programs typically don't need workhorses like that because they have stallions all over the football field. So he's not going to have that kind of production, but I think he's going to have maybe a more explosive profile. Contact balance not as good. We did the exercise. We said we wouldn't take him over Jeanty, but Jeanty went top 5. So he was 6th. He went 6th. So I think Jeremiah Love is going top 10 is most likely. We'll see how likely that is still. Yeah. But I think Jeremiah Love going top 10 is most likely out of those 3 scenarios.
I think so too.
All right. We've got
my Twitter
back-to-back questions from your fellow PFM alums. I guess they're still at PFN, but
yeah, well, yeah, they're still with the parent company.
Ollie's with College Football Network, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. First one's from Ian Cummins, though.
Yes. Yeah. This year's wide receiver class feels wide open, like more wide open than usual. I don't know if these guys are more wide open or not, Ian, but we'll get to that when we talk about them. Any guys that you're partial to right now? Have you watched many of these guys yet?
So I will say, of the handful that I have watched, I've yet to find a high-end top receiver in the class. And I think that's what's different about this. It seems less wide open because I think probably we're talking a lot more like a bigger cluster in the day 2 range. We're like 2024, we were talking about 3 receivers as like these guys are certified dudes day 1, and Marvin Harrison, Neighbors and O'Dunes. And then Brian Thomas has turned out to be the best rookie so far out of that class too. And then Ladd McConkey's been like, so that's a nutty class.
Yeah.
This past class was Tet, Egbuka, Burden, probably Matthew Golden.
I think next year's class is probably going to end up being a lot like this year's class was.
You think so?
Yeah.
The only thing is both Tet and Burden were talked about top 10 picks coming into the season. Burden, obviously, that didn't live up to it.
I mean, you might have one this year, right?
If there is one, I would lean Jordyn Tyson.
Yeah.
Arizona State.
Yeah, I cut up his tape the other week or this week. That dude can ball.
His issue is he can't stay on the freaking field.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would be partial to Jordyn Tyson right now, for sure.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about Carnell Tate on this podcast. We've talked about Jaden Greathouse on this podcast.
Yeah.
There's big
another name I want to bring up. And he has caught my eye since day one.
Okay.
But it's never really come together. And that is Eugene Wilson III, Florida.
Okay. I do know he didn't get a super high Blesto grade.
That dude can absolutely fly. Smaller guy, like 5'10", 180. But he is one of the fastest dudes on the field, no matter who else is on the field with him. But Florida just has kind of struggled to get him the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. They shouldn't this year as long as, again, Lagway can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Well, I think one more name that deserves a shout out, and I'm not going to talk much on him because I haven't watched him yet. I do know there are a lot of fans out there, and based off of his production as a sophomore, a true sophomore a year ago, Denzel Boston out at Washington, again, has an NFL father as well. So Denzel Boston at Washington is getting a lot of love. And then I do like Eric Singleton, Georgia Tech to Auburn transfer. But what I like about Eric Singleton is what has caused me to miss on other receivers relative. Like Jerry Jeudy had a breakout year. Still don't know if Jerry Jeudy is a wide receiver one. But Elijah Moore, I love that of Ole Miss. He's kind of in that mold where they're like very electric, very sudden movers. But the play through contact, is that going to be an Achilles heel at the NFL level-ish kind of player? But he's electric. He's so fun to watch.
And let's see if Dane Key can take the next step.
Yeah. I love Dane Key as like a big slot / third wide receiver in the room, but I do question the high-end upside athletic.
So you've got a business, but what about a brand? The difference? More of you. Wix gives you the freedom to create your website, own your brand, and do it on your own, exactly how you envisioned it. Experience limitless customization. Boost your creativity and efficiency with AI tools for every part of your business journey. Scale up with built-in SEO, e-com, and scheduling features. Put more of you in your business. Go to Wix.com and do it all yourself.
Do Crohn's disease symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help. At 12 weeks, rapid symptom remission was achieved in most patients taking Tremfya, and some experienced visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Explore what's possible and ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Like the athletic upside with Dane Key even too. But I do like Dane Key.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if I'm picking one to be partial to, it's going to be Jordyn Tyson right now.
Yeah, me too. All right. Also, easy high-protein dinner meals for late in the day. I mean, how easy are we talking, and what are we talking about for dinner?
Because when I think grilled chicken in the microwave and
because when I think late in the day, I mean, here's the thing: like, do you have an air fryer? Like, because if you have an air fryer, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Throw some chicken nuggets in it. Yeah,
I throw my chicken in the air fryer. It's literally for like 8 minutes. Like, I'll chop it up first into bites in 8 to 10 minutes, and then have some lettuce. I pre-make cottage cheese ranch. So it's cottage cheese, ranch dressing powder, salt, pepper. And then I usually throw a little bit of hot sauce in there too, because I'm just a heat guy. I like the hot sauce with it too, but it's really, really, really good overall. And it's super high in protein as well. So you have that pre-made and you can portion that out. Yogurt bowls are always good. And I know people are like, well, it's not really dinner, but like Greek yogurt, a pudding pack, a 0 sugar pudding pack, and fruit. Listen, y'all don't eat enough fruit. Y'all don't get enough fiber in your diets. Eat some damn raspberries, ladies and gentlemen. Other things, white fish is really easy as well. What I do is put some like onions or leeks on a pan. Throw some black beans in there, maybe a little bit of rice. You know, it depends on what I have calorically for the day, but you can do whatever the hell you want. Throw it all in a pan, mix it all up, heat it all up in there, and then throw in a bouillon stock pot or just some like gravy stock or something like that to add a little bit of flavor to it. And then you throw, you can throw some lettuce on the bottom of that as well if you want to, or not. You can just have that as the bottom, and then you throw your fish or your chicken or your beef on top, or your pork or whatever you want. But get yourself easy stuff. And then another one that's really quick but is a little bit more expensive is shrimp, because you can literally throw shrimp in a pan for 3 minutes and they're done. So
yeah, 2 breakfast for dinner options. One takes a little bit of baking, but the prep is really easy. And the other one is very easy. I also bake that one because I prep it in bulk. But so just get some freaking Kodiak pancakes, man. Just get some freaking Kodiak pancakes.
Also, there's high protein Eggo waffles now, apparently too.
Okay, the Kodiak pancakes, mix up that batter. I use also Kroger brand's Carb Master. It's basically knockoff Fairlife, but it's cheaper, and I think the macros are actually better. It definitely doesn't taste as good as Fairlife, but. And use that as the milk to mix with the batter as well. So there's a little bit more stuff in there too. And then again, use some of that milk and PB Fit. Make a little peanut butter chocolate drizzle on top of those pancakes.
One more really easy one. If you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, Ian, you can mix peanut butter powder with whey powder, and just like if you do 15 grams of peanut butter powder, 15 grams of whey. You can mix all that up with 20 grams of water as well. Mix that up and then throw whatever jam or whatever you want. You can even throw more than 15 grams in, and you can make a big ass peanut butter sandwich. I've done it multiple times. It is delicious. I'll even add some like chocolate syrup, 0 sugar chocolate syrup to the mix as well to make it even more chocolatey. And so, yeah, there's There's a bunch of different things that you can do for quick late night meals. And if you need
Instagram recipes,
help,
man, Instagram recipes are
if you need
killer,
any
dude.
help, Ian, I'm kind of an expert at this. So if you need ideas, just DM me and we'll talk.
Awesome. Off to Ollie Hodgkinson. I got the little
favorite punter in the 2026 class. I'm going to answer this real quick. I'm going to punt this question.
Yeah.
What's
boys
one
don't
bad,
watch punters.
What's one bad habit you have to kick her out of your life for bodybuilding success? Ooh.
I'm not about
one bad habit, I think, was drinking alcohol.
That's a good one.
I think it like for legitimate bodybuilding success, avoiding like liquid calories, especially when you're in a contest prep. But I think the big kicker out of the life for bodybuilding is not having a routine. Like you absolutely need some stability in your life. You need to be able to create that stability somehow, because if you are here, there, and everywhere, it's going to be nearly impossible for you to maximize your input when it comes to your ability to build muscle, your ability to get quality sleep, your ability to avoid oxidative stress. And so for that, like, I think having a schedule, a routine, and then honestly, just having good people around you makes it a whole lot easier.
I love it.
And then the best way to cook long snapper. The best way to cook snapper is the best way to cook any fish, in my opinion. It is over the grill, and then you put down, it's the way that the Portuguese do it, olive oil on the bottom, and it's just real simple seasonings. Salt, pepper, some garlic, some like green herby stuff, and that's it, man. Some really good olive oil can take you a long way.
I don't eat fish, so I don't got an answer for you there.
Yeah.
So,
fish are anabolic, by the way. You want to ask Lane's question?
Yeah, this comes from Lane, who is a fellow writer at Browns Wire with me and is in the Discord channel. If football had a Space Jam-esque movie, who would be its LeBron?
I'm gonna have you answer first because I know.
Yeah. So it's got to be, if this movie came out 15 years ago, it's easily Tom Brady, right? I think it's pretty easily Tom Brady. I think it's got to be somebody who's really creative, like who is one really popular amongst the fan base, has a very creative skill set, unique skill set, and is playing at like a GOAT level, like greatest of all, because we're talking about MJ and LeBron, like two legitimate NBA GOATs. And there has never been anybody who has played the quarterback position, and it might be a very long time before we see somebody who plays the quarterback position like Lamar Jackson ever again. So I think, and he's already doing some acting stuff too. Like he's been in a TV series in the past calendar year. So I think if there was a football Space Jam-esque movie, we could even expand this question as well and pick out which 5 players would also get their talent sucked or their talent stolen. That would be fun too. But I think LeBron, or I think Lamar Jackson would be the headliner.
I'm glad you answered that way, because that's exactly how I feel. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how I feel.
But let's do the other part. Do we just want to do present players or past and present players let's do present. Like we could let's do present players.
Yeah, let's just do
5
present.
players, which sucks because like 2 years ago we could have chosen Aaron Donald. That would have been such an easy choice. 5 players who would get their talent stolen by the Monstars as well. I guess 4 other players.
Myles Garrett,
100%. Easy. Lane Johnson.
Derrick Henry. Trent Williams.
You're going.
You
Trent
can do
Williams
Lane
over
Johnson or Trent Williams,
okay.
one of the two.
I think one of those two is really solid.
Or maybe Tristan Wirfs too.
Tristan Wirfs. Yeah,
he's younger.
Younger. I think Wirfs is a solid choice. So we got Garrett. We've got Wirfs. We've got, who's the second one we said?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry at running back. Derrick Henry or Saquon?
Oh.
Right now.
Henry's bigger. Saquon's more athletic, but I think the Monstars would go for the size of Derrick Henry.
Okay, that's fine with me. We can go Derrick Henry. We probably need a wide receiver / tight end, and then a corner or a defensive back / linebacker.
I was going to go linebacker. I was just going to go Fred Warner.
Yeah, that's a solid one. Fred Warner. You could go Kyle Hamilton as well if you really wanted to.
I would love to go Antoine. Wait, no. The Monstars had a really small guy. Antoine Winfield Jr.
Antoine Winfield Jr. We
Yeah.
can go Antoine Winfield Jr. there.
Antoine Winfield Jr. And then we need one more.
See, if we were talking about if we were talking 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Calvin Johnson Jr. would be the easy answer here for pass.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers.
No. Bowers is kind of small, man.
Yeah.
I think you just go Jay Jets.
Jay Jetta?
Or you go Jamar Chase too.
Jamar Chase or Jay Jetta. I think that's a pretty solid answer. Yeah. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. Awesome. Last one here.
It's from me.
Best fast food breakfast item. We got to caveat this. Are we cutting or are we not cutting?
Oh no, this is no, not at all.
Okay. Fast food breakfast item. Man, back in the day, the BK croissant sandwiches were phenomenal. I'm really partial to just like a donut and coffee, though, if I'm not cutting, if I'm not caring about my caloric intake right now. So, just give me a freaking donut and a coffee.
A donut and a coffee is not a bad choice, but that's not really fast food to me.
Tim Hortons isn't fast food to you?
We don't really have Tim Hortons in PA, but
McDonald's has.
No, I'm thinking like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, KFC.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think there's only one answer to this.
You go for it. I'll think about it for a little bit.
Sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
Okay.
It's every disgusting thing that you could ever enjoy in a fast food item. It's a soggy, pancakey, bready thing with some fake ass cheese and a big old thing of sausage on it. And it is not good for you at all, except for your soul. It is delicious. And my favorite thing about them is that I can really only eat 2 of them before I feel like I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Also, their hash browns are delicious.
Oh yeah. So
good.
What makes this question also really hard, because if I'm honestly probably going to go with the McDonald's hotcakes, but you can't eat the hotcakes and drive at the same time.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can.
It's not really you can.
If you're good at it.
It's a really dangerous game. With the syrup and the butter and having to cut it up into pieces, and there's
with a plastic fork.
A plastic fork and a plastic knife. Man, my college buddies are coming into town this weekend. We have Juneteenth off, and then I took Friday off for an extended weekend. I might just try to talk them into going to McDonald's breakfast so I can have hotcakes just one time. At that point, why wouldn't I just go somewhere else to get pancakes? Never mind, we're not doing that. That's a solid question. That's a solid mailbag.
That is.
Yeah. Why don't you get us out of here, Dalton?
Let's get us out of here. You know, guys, I love you, and I love the mailbags. I love the Dafter drafts. I love being able to interact with you guys. And doing that in Corey's Discord has been a lot of fun. You guys can come over to my Discord as well. You are always welcome. I love the couple of fitness stuff in here. Obviously, that is a big part of my life at this point. But listen, I am very much excited about this 2026 NFL draft class. I'm trying to get as much tape watching in as I can, while I'm not actively recording other guys and cutting up tape for other guys. And I'm catching bits and pieces of these guys, but a lot of the guys I'm cutting up right now, are no-namers. And I'm not getting my eyes on as many guys as I would like to. But we are going to get there over the summer. There's a lot coming up for me. So there might be a little bit of a break in my work schedule coming up, but we will see how crazy everything gets. As always, guys, I love you. Bye.
It's time to turn your daydream into your dream job. Wix gives you the power to turn your passion into a moneymaker with a website that fits your unique vision and drives you towards your goals. Let your ideas flow with AI tools that guide you, but give you full control and flexibility. Manage your business from one dashboard and keep it growing with built-in marketing features. Get everything you need to turn your part-time passion into a full-time business. Go to Wix.com.
Did you know 39% of teen drivers admit to texting while driving? Even scarier, those who text are more likely to speed and run red lights. Shockingly, 94% know it's dangerous but do it anyway. As a parent, you can't always be in the car, but you can stay connected to their safety with Greenlight Infinity's driving reports. Monitor their driving habits, see if they're using their phone, speeding, and more. These reports provide real data for meaningful conversations about safety. Plus, with weekly updates, you can track their progress over time. Help keep your teens safe. Sign up for Greenlight Infinity at greenlight.com/podcast.
Lowe's knows how to help you save. This July 4th, get up to 40% off select Maytag laundry appliances. Plus, get an additional 10% off when you buy 2 or 3 select major appliances. And when you buy 4 or more, you'll save an additional 20%. Find the right appliances and features that fit your home's unique needs and style. Shop Maytag 4th of July deals at Lowe's. Valid through 7/9. See Lowes.com for details. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Selection varies by location.